One of the few women that I shot my shot at and they said they ain't messing with it got exposed in 2024 by somebody who's took a fall from grace.
Act like, yo, what Dr. Bryant said and didn't affect my relationship with my baby mother, number one, baby mother, number two, or even with my situation that I'm with now. But what is to come from that is, I don't want my platform to be fake. That shit.
Well, why would you call her a doctor, brother? I'm not saying your platform is fake at all. I'm just saying, when somebody say Dr. Bryant, it irks me. Where's her colleagues? Where's she a doctor at? Because I've done the research.
And it was what?
I don't see doctor nowhere. If somebody is a doctor, they will be proud to show you, I'm a doctor. Mm-hmm. She can't do it. She just says it. This is a fantasy that woman is living. I mean, like, you don't see everybody to see you, Sister Bryant. We know it's a girl you call your bodyguard, but we know it's more to it than that. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here in the streets. So I can't say what this girl is that you call in your little security sometimes, but you know what I'm saying? There's people who know y'all and they talk.
The crazier part was that nobody was listening because you had to have something to compare to. So what Ceddy Nash did was found something to compare to. I found a real psychologist, a real black woman that's a psychologist. And I'm going to tell you something, bruh. What Dr. Cheyenne Bryant has pulled and what's actually going on, Lordy, Lordy, Lord. Roll it. This is what a real one really looks like. Raquel Martin, PhD, HSP. Now, she got a number up here in her goddamn email, but I'm going to take that down. We're going to get right to here. All right, cool. I know y'all looked at the blur like, I'm just not finna sit up here and try to be super professional and put the blur as I'm going up. Nope, just blurred out the whole screen. Anyways, education. Uniformed Services, University of the Health Sciences. And then it goes through to say, I don't know how to say that. What is that? Bethesda, Maryland. PhD in Medical and Clinical Psychology. Graduated when? August 2019. Uniformed Services, University of Health Sciences. I don't know how to say this shit. Anyways, it's in Maryland. She did that in 2016. Then Lipscomb University, Nashville. MS in Psychology, graduated May 2010. Fisk University, Nashville, Tennessee. A Bachelor's in Psychology, graduated May 2010, as you can see. So we deal with these things, and it basically says this. Clinical experience, clinical psychologist, Timely, Maryland. And then it's going from right here, September 2001 to present. Diagnose mental health disorders, develop individualized treatment plans, and identify treatment goals with patients with measurable outcomes for college students. Periodically reassesses, reevaluate, and adjust therapy and treatment goals as needed. Document clinical interventions. You see what I'm saying? So this is what a real damn psychologist looks like. Assessment psychologist, the learning lab. So you can see the dates. And what we're trying to establish here is what it actually looks like. She has a resume that talks about the places that she's been. Psychology, doctoral, interim, Johns Hopkins University, Kennedy Krieger University, or is that Krieger? I forget. Anyways, Child and Family Therapy Clinic, July 2018 to May 19th. She has the whole entire table down. So you can go through clinical intern. She shows where she did her, externship right here. Registered, psychological associate, Chesapeake Bay Psychological Services. Y'all see, this is what it looks like when you actually had that shit. That she has her teaching experience. You see what I'm saying? So as we keep on going through, you know we're not seeing? Y'all can tell, right? Y'all can tell? If you don't know what you're not seeing, I'm gonna show it to you. Matter of fact, I'm gonna explain it to you real quick. If you ever wish payday came sooner, this might actually help. There's a banking app called Current with a bunch of useful features. And one of the main ones lets you access up to $750 of your paychecks early. If you switch your payroll over with Current, you get a full set of features like paycheck advance, fee-free overdraft, and the build card and more. There's everything in one app. I actually like that myself, which is why I partner with them. And right now, they're giving $75 to anyone who signs up using my link or scans the QR code on the screen. If you scan the QR code, it'll take you you straight to the sign up page, or you can create your own account. Just go through the normal sign up steps, enter information, order your card. After you complete those steps, you'll see the option pop up to enter my promo code, which unlocks the $75 bonus when you switch your direct deposit. So make sure you go through the full sign up process so you don't miss it. If you ever feel like managing money is stressful and tight sometimes, it's definitely worth checking out because that's literally what it's designed for. But today, well, really yesterday, a video went viral as hell on Twitter and on TikTok. And it's a long ass 10-minute video, but it forced Dr. Bryant to get up off her couch and pull a damn what you gonna do Hulk Hogan moment with the F word. Come on, doctor. That's not really doctor-like. Let me show y'all that video, and then we'll show you the exposed video that she had to go ahead and respond to because it was pretty bad.
About your doctorate because people can't find your dissertation online. Mm-hmm. How are you responding to that in this new era of your life?
I'm going to clear it up once on here. Mm-hmm. I'm not doing it again. And I'm clearing it up for my doc squad, for my fan base, for my audience who deserve to hear me address it. For the folks who have already made up their mind to not like me or not understand me, listen, I don't give a fuck what your narrative is. I would like for you to recreate it, double down on it, and run that shit. Because I don't give a fuck about it. Now, to my doc squad, my fan base, my folks, you know, my village, it's very simple. I went to a school, Argosy University, completed an entire program. I went back online to get my official transcripts because I was applying to a law school many years ago to be a professor there. And I had to provide my transcripts, right, to get hired. And I went to contact the school and say, hey, I need my official transcripts. I need my entire thing. And there was no school. I was like, okay, I'm confused. I Google. It says this school has been shut down.
She said she used Google, so we use Google. And basically, here's what we found. What happens when a college loses accreditation? When a college loses accreditation, it can no longer offer federal financial aid and its degrees may lose value, making them unrecognizable by employers or graduate schools. Credits often become non-transferable to other institutions, forcing students to transfer immediately or complete a teach-out plan. Key consequences include federal financial aid loss, credit/degree value, forced transfer or teach out, and loan discharge. Students may qualify for a borrower defense to repayment discharge for federal loans if the school defrauded them or closed. Immediate student action. Students should obtain written confirmation of losses of status, secure all official transcripts, and immediately look into transferring to an accredited institution. But she's lying on the damn part about the files because legally you had to keep them for 4 years. So that 2 years bullshit actually doesn't fly. We just had this right here because it doesn't make sense for a record-keeping company to just disappear after 2 years. That doesn't make any sense. So how long is a company required to keep records? Companies are generally required to keep records for 3 to 7 years, though some must be kept permanently. Tax records typically require 3-year retention from filing, while employment tax records need 4 years. Key documents like corporate structures and property deeds should be kept permanently. So y'all can see right here, bruh, none of that shit she said actually makes sense.
I said, oh, well, they got to have records. I mean, they were accredited when I attended the school. They were accredited when I finished the program. I go and look, there is a third party that has the records. Why I contact the third party? That third party only holds records for 2 years. I was past my 2 years. So that means that I had no access to records. And then I contacted, financial aid. You can't make up financial aid. It shows that I paid for a doctoral program alongside my master's program and my undergrad program. And they said, we can fully refund you your money under one circumstance. We give you your money back. You don't get credit for not a class, a course, a program you took in this university, at this institute. So do you want us to refund you? Or do you want us not? I said no, because I didn't want to risk the chance of them saying, well, we're going to give you back your money, and it wipes out your entire program. Luckily, I had, I do this with all of the schools. I had downloaded from the actual student portal my transcripts at that time, and I was able to get just about all of my transcripts, including up to like dissertation. But Everything else, there's just no holding take for any of our records, which I think is completely effed up. Just in
They
general.
are going to kill you online this week. They're going to say she has no records. They just want to hate you regardless. But
No, that's fine. And it's not even that there's no records that I don't. The school had a third party that carried the records only for a limit of 2 years. So it's not me, it's any student that attended Argosy. But again, it doesn't, how can I say it? It doesn't affect me because if I chose to go get a license as an LMFT, I have my master's in marriage and child therapist. I have my hours. I can just take that and say, hey, let me submit these for licensure, and I want to go sit for my exam, and all I have to do is study. I don't need a doctorate in counseling psychology to go get licensed as a therapist. That's what we're all missing.
Listen. Responding to shit isn't always a good thing. I would damn near say responding to anything is just not even worth it. I wouldn't give a damn these days because you had to learn, bruh, whatever they say about you, don't even react. Just keep doing your shit. Now, reasons why you would react. It's a lie. You have emphatical proof. You're trying to stop some bullshit because bullshit is always spreading. Or you're lying, flat out. So I'll let y'all be the judge because this clinical psychologist decided to put it out in a way that, dare I say, had me going, shit. I'm going to hit the unsend button in your inbox, and we never had this conversation.
When evaluating anyone's credentials, it's really critical to look at two things: what their doctorate is actually in and whether they hold a relevant clinical license. In this case, the person you're about to hear from is unlicensed. I'm going to break down why that matters and why this particular message is harmful, especially to the Black community that she claims to be serving and that I actually serve.
A license is really only needed so you can bill insurance.
That is incredibly misleading. Yes, you do need a license to bill insurance, but that is not why licensure exists. Licensure protects you. It means I have completed specific education and supervised clinical hours, passed rigorous exams, and I'm accountable to a regulatory board. If I breach confidentiality, if I cross ethical boundaries or harm you, you have somewhere to file a complaint and be sure that I'm held accountable. A license is not paperwork just for billing. It's a consumer protection. When someone drops or loses or no longer has a license, they're not solely avoiding the insurance hassle. They're also removing your recourse if something goes terribly wrong.
Not binded by BBS, the Behavior Board Science rules and regulations and ethics, and so it just opened up a whole nother floor in industry for me.
And she's also saying this like it's a good thing. I want to state something really important. Ethics codes exist to protect you from exploitation and boundary violations.
Now, as someone who's on YouTube who's known as a hood lawyer, I always tell y'all all the time, I ain't passed nothing. I ain't took the bar. I ain't took the LSATs. I ain't did any of that shit. I've done none of that. I've helped lawyers and all this shit. I've actually have done this, but it was only just questions about certain shit. If I told y'all the lawyers, you're gonna be like, holy shit, Nash. But hey, it is what it is. But when I say help lawyers, we just talking about ideas and all this shit, and I'm asking out the box questions because sometimes they get so structured into certain things that they don't look outside of there. And I have a coterie of lawyers that I talk to all the time. So there's that. But what should you take away from this video? What should you do with this video? I'm going to be honest. Nothing. Dr. Umar ass running around scamming and shit. Y'all know Umar Johnson's real name is Jermaine Shoemake. It's not actually Ifantande Untundu Johnson. It's not that at all. It's not. His real name is Jermaine Shoemake. And when it comes to Dr. Bryant, I'm going to be fair. She's a very attractive woman. She used her pretty privilege. She learned good talking points. And she learned what a lot of people learn. A lot of the shit that she says is the talking points of that dude, Derek Jackson. But it's just more sophisticated. See, if you tell a group of people what they want to hear, they'll love you. If you're something to look at and they want to hear from you, they love you. But if you are something to look at, you tell them something they want to hear, and you challenge the people who look like they could absolutely represent the opposite side, the oppressive side of what the hell you got going on, oh, that's your fighter. You gonna go ahead and sponsor your goddamn fighter. And that's what's going on. Is what she do probably good? More than likely. Has she probably done some studying? More than likely. Should she be canceled? More than likely. She had me over there looking like V-neck in Star Trek. It's a fake.
It's a fake.
But to be fair to her, that was horrible. Cheyenne Bryant, you need a publicist. The whole F you and all that stuff and everything. If I were a person who had a problem, and my problem was I felt that somebody was scamming me, and you were my psychologist, the first thing that you would do is you would acknowledge my feelings and see where the feelings are coming from. You did none of that. For a psychologist who has a damn standpoint on what to do and what to say, you did none of that shit. You had a whole bunch of Umar Johnson talking points and that whack-ass Breakfast Club shit that you did. So, in the words of that song from Kanye West, Down, honey, I think this shit is over with, but I'm going to be fair to you. Come on home. You can, I'll take you. I make the money that you claim that you want Cash to make. I make that. I'm on EBT, so there's a difference. I make the money. We got benefits over here. We got EBT. We got extra SNAP benefits. I got Medi-Cal and Medicaid through the state. I'm good, baby. Come home. Come on home. I'm handsome. You know, I got brown eyes, long hair and all that. Strong as hell and a big old stomach you can lay on. You know, they say big boys is in. All right, well, she ain't gonna take it. Ladies, y'all be careful out there. Fellas, damn. The women gonna cancel her like they did Cooking with Kaya. Click right here, though, to see the Sean Gates right video. Right there for that video. Or click right here for the playlist, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.